Hey, Edgar's from Funneltopia here. In this video, I want to quickly show you, first of all, how to create different types of WhatsApp templates, like messages that you send out to either one contact or like a group of contacts, whatever, and how to set one up and also how to send it out. There's different ways how to send out your templates. So yeah, first of all, let's go through the options that we have to create a template. So let's go to settings, and then we're going to go to WhatsApp over here, and then we're going to go to templates over here. And now we can create a template. You can see there's a bunch of templates. Just before I forget, I might forget to mention this later, you can see there's a status approved, right? There's a status column. So as you create a template, it still needs to be approved by Meta, which, you know, they're the owners of WhatsApp as well. They need to basically, just when you do these templates, try to kind of keep it clean. Don't use spammy language, all that stuff, because they will still be reviewed. It's not like you can just send anything out there, right? So yeah, when you create a template, which we'll go through now, it will be in a review process. So you kind of have to wait a little bit, and then it will, you know, hopefully be approved, right? If not, then kind of review the language and, you know, don't be spammy, basically, and be transparent. So yeah, let's go create a template. And here you can see I like the preview part over here, and here you can kind of see what your options are. You can have different types of kind of message types you can send. Obviously, you can send a regular text message, you can send one with an image, with a video, with a document, with a location. So we're going to briefly go through each one of them. So template name, this is what it shows up in the back end, and you can see name can only have lowercase and underscores, right? So don't do spacing and all that stuff. So I don't know, nope, there we go. Temp one or temp one, whatever it is. Just be more descriptive, obviously, just so you can find it. If you have a list of 10 of them, you have to kind of recognize which one is which. Category marketing, which is going to go with marketing. Language, English, we're going to do English. Over here, we have the header option. So yeah, we can show header or not, right? We're going to show it, but you can go without. You can just send a basic WhatsApp message, right? Just as basic as it is. You can do that. Or you can show header, and then there's going to be an image, a headline text, and then the kind of more text as well. So yeah, you can see here, you can do text, you can do an image. So let's upload an image from our computer. There we go. So that's an image from our computer. We can do that. And then we can add text here, right? We can also do video. So video, as far as I remember, I don't remember if it says it here. It doesn't. I think, don't quote me on this, I think the limit was 16 megabytes. So make it really short for a video, GIF, whatever. Just don't be surprised if you're, trying to upload a webinar or whatever. It's just not going to work. It's 16 megabytes, I think 16. So be careful with that. Short form videos, send someone a message, kind of like film a video, selfie video, whatever, 30 seconds. And send it, but yeah, make sure the file size doesn't exceed 16. You can send documents, a PDF, for example, right? You can send that, and they can kind of just tap on it and see it. And also you can send a location. So latitude, longitude. For this, as an example, the easiest way to do it would be to go to Google Maps. And then in Google Maps, you just find your location, right-click it, and you can see over here, as you right-click on a specific location in Google Maps, you can just tap on this, right, the top line, and it just copies the coordinates, right, of your location. So let's move it over here. Let's paste it in. You can see it copied both latitude and longitude, and let's do that. Let's delete the second part, and let's paste it in here. So that's going to be, also you can type in the CN Tower, right, and then you can type in the location. For example, I don't know, the full location, and yeah, you can kind of put it in this way. This is, I don't know, if you have, for example, a brick and mortar store, a restaurant, whatever, then the location feature might be good. You're inviting people for, I don't know, put 30% off on Tuesdays on whatever, right? You can kind of do it this way. Obviously, there's the text below. And yeah, the first option I kind of skipped over, text. This is basically where there's no images, no nothing, but there's a header text, right? Welcome, right? And then you put in the text itself. You can also add variables for both. You can do, let's say over here, you can do welcome, add variable, and then we can select like a first name, right? You want to specifically call them out by their first name. So we go to contact, first name, right? And just to see it, just to test, this one is just for testing, just to see in the preview, we do name, right? So you can see here, we messed it up a little bit. So we want to delete this and put it in here. So this is essentially the variable. And over here, and the name that I just put in here, that's basically just to see where it's actually located over here, right? Just for preview purposes. This is not going to affect the actual messages. This is the thing that autofills. Yeah, text body, also footer. I don't know, something like see you there, right? Just kind of type stuff in, see what it looks like, where it is. And button, yeah, button is optional. You can add it in here as well to call or visit a website or whatever, kind of, there's different options here. And then you create it. And as I mentioned before, it will go through an approval process. You can't use it instantly, 5 seconds after you set this up. But yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. And when it comes to using these templates, you can use them in different ways. We can go to lists. We can go to an individual contact. And as we find a specific contact, make sure to select WhatsApp. And then over here, we select the template, right? We tap on it, and then we select the template that we actually set up. Right now, it's not here because I didn't actually set it up. But over here, you can select it from the dropdown. That's why naming is kind of important, right? Just so you can find it in a list of 10 templates, and then you send it out, and then they can choose to respond, not respond, right? But this is a way to send it out like this. You can also go to lists. You can do a bulk send where you select multiple people at the same time. And then over here, you have the bulk WhatsApp function, right? And then you can select the template. That's one option. I guess another option. What else? You can go to workflows. Workflows, you can have something trigger it. No, let's actually go back. Let's start from scratch. There can be different triggers, whatever it is. A new contact got added to your list, whatever. But we're going to be looking at the actions part, right? So click the plus. Type in WhatsApp, and this is another video, the service window check, right? So your opportunity to kind of send free messages as well if the 24-hour window is open, but in this case, just WhatsApp, right? And just use that function just to make it automated, as opposed to doing like a bulk send. You can just automate it, right? If there's a certain trigger, and you can just select the template and kind of go this, the same way as you would have. It's the same as, for example, sending out an email broadcast versus sending out, having like a welcome email sequence or a consumption series, whatever, right? Something triggers, and then people get put into, let's say, a 5 or 10 email sequence, as opposed to you just clicking a button, sending it out to everyone at the same time on a specific date, specific time. So this is kind of similar, right? So yeah, those are the kind of some of the ways you can send them. But yeah, always keep in mind the template when you set it up. There's a slight approval process, so kind of, yeah, don't expect to send out the message right away. But yeah, if you have any questions about this, there's an icon below. Let's click here, yeah. So yeah, any questions, click on down below. 24/7 chat support, let us know. We'll make sure to respond as quickly as possible. And yeah, if you're a VIP, click on to schedule a VIP call. If you have more than a question or two, might be quicker to get on a call than going through the chat. But if you don't have any questions, I will see you in the next video. Bye.